Abigail Netherton. And number 44, Kara Bill.
Good afternoon and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, once again to some more basketball action here live from Buren County High School. My name is Eli Brock. I will be your lead commentator tonight on the call for you all. Tonight, the Eaglettes take on the White County Warriorettes at home as Kara Mills will win the jump to get things started here. Gammon passes the inside to Mills. Bounce pass over to Netherton. Three does not connect. It's off the back of the iron. Rebound will be pulled down by number 14, Lakeland Gratzy. These two teams, their counties meet at the county line as that shot does not fall in. Second chance opportunity will fall in for number 11, Ashlyn Selby. Every time these two teams meet up, attendance is always at record highs. So once again, now the Eaglettes have possession of the ball once again. Gammon hands it over to Netherton. Eaglettes down two. Mills turns, fires, will fall in for Kara Mills. Earlier, before our game started, we recognized Kara Mills as she recently this season, back in December of 2025, recorded her 1,000th career rebound. Congratulations to Kara Mills on that career milestone. Once again, now the score is tied 2-2. Early in the game as a steal by Netherton. All the way, Netherton does not fall. Tough shot there. She had a defender falling all the way back down the court. Rebound is going to be pulled down, though, by number 12, Kyra Fox for the Warriorettes. Student section here tonight at Van Buren County High School. Every student is standing. One of the louder ones this season as that shot will fall in. Mid-range jumper for number 13, Gracie Clark. Grissom now with the ball for the Eaglettes. Hands it off. Behind back pass to Gammon. Now to the inside to Mills. Turns, fires. Rebound to the offensive rebound, and the shot will land. That is an and-one opportunity up and coming for number 32, Emma Gammon for the Eagles. Gammon's attempts will not fall in, so that means the score is still tied at 4 apiece. Warriorettes now have the ball, looking to find it in the paint. Too much heat behind that pass. Will fall out of bounds. Pass intended for number 13 for the Warriorettes, Clark. Grissom launches it up. Pass a little bit too high, intended for number 12, Abigail Netherton for the Eaglettes. Off the turnover, the Eaglettes create a turnover of their own. Gratzy has the ball, hands it out to the inside. Back over to Gratzy now. Driving toward the basket, Mills in front of her, blocked by Mills. Up the court now to Mills. Defender in front of her. Ball is stripped. However, the Warriorette, number 11, Ashlyn Selby, had a foot on the line. So it will be called out of bounds. So Eaglettes have another opportunity here as Mills has trouble as Selby is once again all over her defensively. Back in now to Mills. 3 players on her. Back out of the corner. Corner 3. Connects for number 3 for the Eaglettes, Laura Gammon. First lead of the game here at home for the Eaglettes. 7-4 off of that Laura Gammon corner 3. Mid-range jumper off the front of the iron. Rebounds pulled down, however. Offensive rebound blocked once again by Mills, and she will just take it from the hands of the Warriorettes. Gammon ball is tipped. However, it still remain in possession as of this moment for the Eaglettes. Gammon hands it over now to Emma Gammon. Back to the inside to Mills. Able to gain the pass. Will be fouled on the shot. That will send Mills to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. Every time these two teams meet, the energy in the building, whichever gymnasium they are playing at, is at an all-time high. Both teams, incredible teams in neighboring counties, as Mills will miss her first free throw attempt off the back of the iron that time. Second attempt will fall through, giving the Eaglettes a 4-point lead as the score is now 8-4. Pass to the inside, turn around, shot does not land. Offensive rebound by Selby. Looking to go back up, deflected. Still, Warriorettes have possession of the ball for 2 offensive rebounds. Mid-range jumper will fall through for number 14, Gratzy. 8-6 now. Eaglettes still in the lead, only by 2 this time. Gammon going baseline, reverse layup, it does fall in. Emma Gammon lays one in for 2. Warriorettes now once again looking for an opportunity to recapture and reclaim their lead they had early in the game. Pass to the inside now, driving toward the basket. Blocked and grabbed by Mills. Whistle will be blown. I believe a foul will be called on Mills, and that it will. We're going to charge Kara Mills with our first foul on the night. That is going to send number 13 for the Warriorettes, Gracie Clark, to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. First one falls through, nothing but net on that first attempt. Clark's second attempt does fall through. 2 for 2 from that trip to the line, a perfect trip. Shortening the deficits, now only 2. Warriorettes are down by 2 on the road to the Eaglettes. Mills towards the top of the key. Turns, fires, Mills. Tough shot there. Ball will end up being rebounded by the Warriorettes. Evading defenders there. High pass, able to gather it in. Bounce pass toward the middle. 3 defenders all over her. Mid-range jumper is up. Does not fall. Ball will be called in possession. Still will remain with the Warriorettes. They're going to say that ball was last touched by number 44, Kara Mills, for the Eaglettes. Gratzy is set to inbound now for White County. Shot from mid-range does not connect. Inside the paint, second one does not connect. Whistle's blown and a jump ball will be called, as Gammon got her hands on it as well, forcing the jump ball. So now once again another reset here for the Warriorettes. Pass to the mid-range shot is up. Tough shot there. Will fall in for number 13, Clark. Once again, it is a tied ball game, 10 apiece for both teams. Netherton, mid-range, connects. She is deadly from the mid-range. Netherton connects, recapturing the lead for the Eaglettes. Baseline, now Warriorettes back out, pass is deflected. It will end up in the hands of Gammon. Miscommunication, able to gather back in though is Gammon all the way. Tough shot there. Grissom is all over it. Foul will be called. That is one thing number 13 for the Eaglettes, Ellie Grissom, has shown all season long. She is a threat for any opposing team when the Eaglettes are on defense. Netherton is going to get called for the backcourt violation. She was treading on the half-court line as 2 Warriorette defenders were all over her off the inbound pass. So now Gratzy for White County. Hands it off now to number 5, Winningham. Back out to Winningham now. Grissom all over on defense. Back over to Selby now. Pass is deflected, still up in the air. Is going to remain with the Warriorettes. Mills once again last touched. Substitution comes in for the Warriorettes as number 23, Kylie Norris, checks in for the first time in this game. Long three does not fall in off the backboard. Offensive rebound, however. Trouble getting that pass there. Grissom picks it up. Ball's going to be out of bounds, and a turnover by the Warriorettes. Possession transfers over now to the Eaglets. Gammon once again has control of the ball. Hands it to the inside to Mills. Back and inside. Needs to be careful. A push is going to be called on number 5, Bella Winningham, for the Warriorettes. Mills will grab the inbound pass, hands it off now to Grissom. Pass is just consumed by the Warriorettes as it goes all the way. Number 13, Gracie Clark. Swallowed up the pass from Grissom there and takes it all the way. Tied game once again at 12 apiece. Eaglets need to get across half court here. Ball is off the leg of Clark. Possession's going to stay with the Eaglets in the meantime. Need to get across half court here. Hands it off now to Gammon. 2 defenders on him. Grissom back over to. And a hard collision there as Clark for the Warriorettes tried to lunge in the way of the ball but collided with number 32, Gammon. So that is going to send Gammon to the line to shoot some free throws as the Eaglettes are now in the bonus substitution. Clark checks out. She has 2 fouls on the night so far. And number 15, Sarah Winfrey, checks in her spot. Her first time entering this game tonight. Shot is up, does fall in. Eaglets once again with a 2-point lead. Winningham hands it over now. Back over to Winningham. Now in the corner. Netherton gets in the way of the pass and is a steal by the Eaglettes. Eaglettes doing a great job on both sides of the ball. Netherton takes it all the way. Does not fall through. Rebounded by Mills. Shot will fall in on the second chance opportunity. There's a reason why she has 1,000 career rebounds, ladies and gentlemen. Takes it all the way is number 14, or excuse me, number 11, Selby. Less than 10 seconds left to go. Potentially the final shot here in the first quarter. First 8 minutes of play. Whistle's blown foul is going to be called as Netherton was trying to drive to the basket for a layup. Instead, she's going to be fouled on the way, and it will send her to the line to shoot a pair of free throws. First attempt falls through. 3-point lead. Still 3 seconds left on the clock. Plenty enough time to put up a final shot. Second attempt does fall through. So we're going to see the Warriorettes here try to find a last-second shot. It's going to be from half court. Shot will not fall through off the backboard. Score through the first 8 minutes of play as Coach Sapp meets his players on the floor, is looking excited and well pleased with his players and their performance so far. Score so far 18-14. Eaglettes lead here at home against the White County Warriorettes. Both schools rather, separated by perhaps a 20-minute drive between the two. give or take. Like I mentioned, they share a county line, White County and Van Buren County. Every time these two teams meet, the energy is always through the roof. And it's no different tonight here from Van Buren County High School. This is their second meeting this season. Eaglettes traveled to White County earlier in the season. Now, in the final regular season game, they meet here at Van Buren County High School. Eaglettes are going to get the first offensive possession. Gammon now in the corner, needs to be careful, hands out the pass now to Emma Gammon. Driving toward the basket, loses, pass over now into the corner. Grissom in the corner. It's not connect off the top of the backboard that time is Grissom. Pass out now. Warriorettes get a stop on defense to open up things here in the second quarter. Now they get their first opportunity offensively. Pass to the inside, bounce pass out. Selby hands it out. Shot is up mid-range over Mills, does not fall in. Mills will grab the rebound, pass is swatted, still loose, out of bounds. Possession's gonna go over to the Warriorettes. A minute into the final 8 minutes here in the first half, still the same score as we entered it. Driving toward the baseline now, mid-range, connects. Number 11, Ashlyn Selby connects. Cuts the deficit to now 2. Mills looking for an open Eagleette, needs to be careful, needs to get cross half court, and that is not what you want as Addison Emery turns it over, but does get a great play there on defense to prevent the fast break opportunity. Netherton has the ball behind the back. Now back over into the corner to Gammon, driving to the baseline. Stop, back out to Mills now. Trying to back her way toward the basket. Pass is deflected and went up in the hands of number 14, Gratzy. Does not connect on the three-point opportunity. Another offensive rebound. Second shot is up, out of bounds that time. It's going to remain with the Warriorettes. Substitution for White County. We will see number 40, Tegan Angel, check in. Gets the defender to jump, corner 3, connects as the Warriorettes recapture the lead, as that's number 5, Bella Winningham with a corner 3. 19-18 now. Gammon to Netherton. Netherton swallowed up, and it's stolen, going all the way toward the basket now. Shot is up, does fall through. Warriorettes adding on to their lead now. Netherton has control of the ball, hands it off now to Mills to the inside, does connect. Back and forth this game goes, 21-20. Another defender jumps, goes up to the mid-range. Offensive rebound, back out now. Outside the arc now, driving toward the basket. Shot is up. Foul is going to be called. Let's see who they charge it to. It's going to be charged to the Eagleette, number 32, Emma Gammon. That is her first foul tonight. Shot is up off the back of the iron. Winningham's second attempt from this trip to the line, once again off the back of the iron. Gammon is swallowed up. It's going to be called for a jump ball. Gammon got the rebound, but 2 defenders all over her, forces her to go to the floor. So off the jump ball, and Mills will intercept the pass in transit. Once again, another opportunity for the Eaglettes. Ball is loose off the leg. They're going to save number 11, Ashley Selby, for the Warriorettes. Mills had a wide open look, but Selby got in the way and knocked the ball out of Mills' hands. Pass to the inside now, tore it down in the paint. Back out. Emery, mid-range, connects. Once again, Eaglettes now have the lead, 22-21. Gaiman jumps, still, and it's intercepted once again by Kara Mills. Foul is called. Let's see who they charge this one to. I believe it's going to be on number 14, Grazzi, for the Warriorettes, and that it will. And with that foul, Grazzi will check out as number 12, Kira Fox, will check in her spot. Netherton's going to grab the inbound pass. Back out to Gaiman now. Warriorettes playing this tough defense. It's hard for the Eaglettes to even find any open players. Swallowed up down in the corner. Now 2 Eaglettes. Another turnover caused by the intense White County defense, and that shot will fall for number 5, Bella Winningham. Warriorettes recapture the lead, up by 2, 24-22. Will fall in, and one opportunity up and coming for number 32, Emma Gammon, for the Eaglettes. Opportunity once again to recapture the lead. Back and forth all game. We're going to see substitution as number 3, Laura Gammon, comes in for number 34, Addison Emery. Shot is up and will fall through, does convert the 3-point play. Gaiman checks out, and Addison Roberts will take her spot on the floor. Roberts, her first time on the floor tonight. Outside pass now, driving toward the inside. Mid-range jumper does not fall. Offensive rebound. Back outside now. Pass nearly deflected. Shot is up. No good off the backboard. Foul's going to be called as Mills will take the rebound. Foul called on number 15, Sarah Winfrey, for the Warriorettes. That is her first foul on the night. Pass is deflected. Mills able to get a hand on it, back all the way over to the other corner now. Needs to be careful. Great play there by Roberts. Throwing the ball off the foot of a Warriorette to keep things alive as she was tiptoeing on the baseline. Offensive reset now. Mills trying to drive toward the baseline. Reverse lay falls in for Kara Mills. Warriorettes now has possession of the ball. Back outside beyond the 3-point line. Driving toward the inside. Selby, pass is off the mark, but it will be, I believe, off the foot of Addison Roberts for the Eaglettes. So that's going to give the things another reset here offensively for the Warriorettes. Drive toward the inside. It will fall in. Shot is good for number 15, Sarah Winfrey. Good shot. Falls in for the Eaglettes. And a steal off the inbound. That one will fall in. And another steal. Oh, and this time, Netherton's not able to keep her hands with it. That's going to get the crowd going here. 31-26. The Eaglettes' largest lead of the night by 5. Warriorettes' mid-range jumper there does not fall for number 40, Angel. Under 2 minutes left to go here in the first half. Pass to the inside to Mills. Tough meet there at the rim. will not fall through. Angel hands it back out now. Beyond the arc now is number 12, Fox. Hands it over. Warriorettes facing their largest deficit on the night so far, only down by 5. This has been a back-and-forth game. Shot is up beyond the three-point line. It will not fall. It's going to be off the hand of a Warriorette, and it will transfer over now to the Eaglettes as Kara Mills will check out of the game to a cheers from the audience as number 42, Alyssa Parsley, will check in and spot her first time on the floor tonight. Approaching the final 60 seconds here left to go in. Bounce pass to the inside. Beautiful pass. Great control on that pass there to the inside. Eaglettes further increasing their lead. Angel driving toward the baseline now. Wide open shot does not fall. Rebound is pulled down by Netherton. Over now to Gammon. In the corner now is Grissom, not able to keep her hands on it. Turnover for the Eaglettes. We're going to see a substitution. Angel checks out as number 23 for White County, Kylie Norris, will check into the game. 40 seconds left to go here in the first half. Pass across the court now. Now in the opposite corner. Pass back out. Pass is deflected by Netherton. Euro step does not connect. Rebound's going to be pulled down by White County, excuse me. Ball is still loose. So they are going to charge that foul to number 13 for the Eaglettes, Ellie Grissom. That is her first foul on the night. That means the play is going to stop. We're going to get an inbound pass here for the Warriorettes. 20 seconds left to go here in the first half. A little bit of heat behind that pass. Still, Warriorettes have control of the ball so far. Number 11, Selby. Picked off by Mills. Pass to the inside. Beautiful execution. An exclamation point to end the first half. We're going, if we look at on the floor, we do see Gammon banged up a little bit. And that is, I believe, number 3, Laura Gammon, supported by Kara Mills and her sister, number 32, Emma Gammon. Hopefully everything's all right. Not the final image you wanted to see ending the first half. However, score after the first 16 minutes of play, 35-26. Your Eaglettes are leading here at home against the White County Warriorettes. We're going to go into halftime. Stay tuned with us. Welcome back after halftime. If you're now just tuning in with us, score so far here at Buren County High School, 35-26. Your Eaglettes lead at home. Pass is swatted up by the Warriorettes. Shot is up mid-range, does not connect. Rebound by Selby and put in on the second chance opportunity. You're seeing the tough defense coming out into the second half now. Warriorettes are now outside now. Bang! Netherton beyond the arc to Supreme Building Supply. Three-pointer by Abigail Netherton. 10-point lead. Off the backboard, the bank is open. It will fall through and answer right back by the Warriorettes. You're seeing this full court press right here. Need to get across half court. Netherton able to get it back up. Mills takes it all the way. Shot is no good, but it will be, or Mills will be fouled. It's going to center the line. She was in the process of shooting, so it will be a shooting foul. Mills' first attempt does fall in. Took a few bounces, but did fall in for her. Her second attempt up and coming. Off the front of the iron, will not fall through. 1 for 2 from that trip to the line. 8 points is the lead for the Eaglettes here at home. Back outside now. Over now to Selby, guarded closely by Grissom. Grissom now picks it up. Clark driving inside, poked free by Grissom. Clark is able to get her hands back on it. Selby takes it, mid-range, jumper does not connect. Rebounds pulled down by Kara Mills. Netherton will take it back down the floor now in the corner to Grissom. Back out to Netherton once again. Screen is set, inside now, feed to Mills. Ball is loose, going to be off the hands of number 12, Kyra Fox for the Warriorettes. Grissom will inbound here for the Eaglettes, an offensive reset. A fresh start here. Fresh start to get things started here on the offense side. Turnaround spin does not fall in for Gammon. And a travel is going to be called on number 11, Ashlyn Selby, for the Warriorettes. So now the Eaglettes are going to get another possession here. Corner three from Netherton does not fall through off the iron that time. Rebounded by number 3, Gracie Clark. Ball is loose, ends up the hands of Netherton. 2 defenders in her way. Pull up 3. Will not connect. Rebound's going to be pulled down. Looked like by Grissom at first. It's going to be a jump ball as Selby got her hands on it as well. Jump ball is going to result in the Warriorettes getting possession here. Still Eaglettes in the lead, 39-31, an 8-point lead. Shot is up, will not fall. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Selby. Needs to be careful. Selby treading on the baseline. Back out now. Mid-range. Shot will fall for number 5, Bella, winning him for the Warriorettes. Eaglettes have struggled really all game preventing the offensive rebound. Not being able to grab the board when the opportunity presents itself. Hand off to Netherton. Gammon takes a fall. Feed to the inside of Mills. 3 defenders on her, and ball is poked free. Shot is up and will fall in. Tough shot there as Addison Emery was all over her. Number 14, Grazie, lays it in. Ball is loose. Gammon holds on to it. Foul called. A timeout's going to be used. Wise decision there as Gammon was treading on the baseline. Coach Sapp will use a timeout there to prevent the turnover. Warriorettes have decreased the deficit so far here in the second half. Score is 39-35. Eaglettes still lead, this time only 4. So now Gammon's going to feed it to the inside to Mills. 3 defenders over, and needs to be careful. Gammon, shot does not connect. That is going to send her to the line as she was fouled on the shot. Emma Gammon, her first shot from the line, will fall in. Second attempt for Gammon does fall through, 2 for 2 from that trip to the line. Gratzy has the ball now for White County, hands it off. Selby with the ball, guarded closely by Grissom. Feed to the inside, turnaround, fade, does not connect. Rebound's gonna be pulled down by Mills. Beautiful pass on a rope to Ellie Grissom. Lays it in for 2. In the corner now, back outside. Warriorettes having a difficult time compared to the first half at least, trying to find an open shot as there's one, it's missed. Got around Mills there, feeds it upside the court. Missed shot by Grissom. Grissom is not going to waste any time. She immediately picks up the Warriorette there. Mid-range jumper does not fall. Rebound is loose. Selby's going to get hands on it. Now Netherton, and eventually jump ball will be called. Something you see from both teams so far tonight. The aggression and intensity to instinctively get possession of the ball. Multiple jump balls tonight. We're going to see substitution. Addison Roberts checks in for Addison Emery. So now Gammon is going to bring up the ball for the Eaglettes. Needs to be careful. You're still seeing this defense here. She is able to get back up the floor in time, though. Netherton feeds it as out in the corner now to Roberts. Feeds Mills now. 2 defenders on her. Needs to find somebody. Finds Roberts on the outside. Hands it off now to Netherton. Netherton trying to get past the defender. Step back. Does not connect. Rebound's going to be pulled down by number 14, Gratzy. Pass down the floor in the corner. Shot is up. Does not fall. Rebound's pulled down by Netherton. Feed on the inside to Mills. 2 defenders on her. In the corner is Roberts all by herself. Shot is up. Does not fall. Rebound is going to be grabbed and in for number 32, Emma Gammon. Another and one opportunity up and coming for Gammon. An opportunity to go up by their largest lead of the night. 11 points pending the results of this and one opportunity from Gammon. Does connect. 35-46 now. Eaglettes lead by 11 here at home. Across the floor, nobody there. Substitution for White County. Number 15, Winfrey checks in for number 12, Kyra Fox. Eaglettes off of the wild pass is going to get possession once again. Mills needs to be careful here. Needs to get across half court. Ball is loose. It is stolen by White County. Shot is up. Will fall through as Netherton will commit the foul. It is going to send number 14, Lakeland Gratzy, to the line. An opportunity to respond to the Eaglettes and one. Does convert. Gratzy connects from the line to convert it to a 3-point play off the and one opportunity. Gammon is going to take the ball, needs to be careful as Clark is right behind her. Grissom has it, feeds it on the inside to Mills, trying to get around Selby. Stop, picked up her dribble, needs to be careful, back out, wild pass is going to fall out of bounds. And it is going to give possession to the Warriorettes. Gratzi with the ball. Picks up her dribble, looking, finds number 5, Winningham. Now to Selby. Roberts trying to intercept the pass there. Shot is up. Tough shot there. Connects it. Will fall through for number 14, Lakeland Gratzi. 6-point lead now is the lead for the Eaglettes. Blocking foul will be called as Netherton was trying to drive toward the baskets. Foul is committed and will be charged to number 15, Sarah Winfrey. That is her second foul on the night. Netherton off the back of the iron on her first attempt. Her second attempt does fall through. 47-40, 7-point lead for the Eaglettes here at home. 1:30 left to go here in the third quarter. Selby has the ball, hands it off now to Clark. Feet to the inside, back outside now. Over to Selby. 3, does not connect. Rebound's gonna be pulled down. Feet to the inside to Clark. Tough shot there, will fall through for number 13, Gracie Clark. 47-42, 5-point lead for the Eaglettes. The lead is decreasing. And that ball will be picked off. Warriorettes are going to get back on it. Selby drives toward the basket. Whistle's blown. Foul's going to be called. They are going to charge that foul to number 11, Addison Roberts, for the Eaglettes. Selby's going to head to the line for the Warriorettes now. Selby's first attempt does fall through. Selby goes 2 for 2 from that trip to the line. Mills will grab the inbound pass, feeds it up now to Grissom, over to Netherton. Netherton fires beyond the arc. Bang! Netherton connects beyond the arc for a Supreme Building Supply three-pointer. 30 seconds here left to go. Selby fires it over now. A response incoming, does not. Shot is up mid-range, does not fall. Rebounds pulled down by Mills. 19 seconds left to go. Grissom down the floor, hands it off now to Netherton. Driving toward the basket, defender in front of her, does not fall. She will be called for the foul, and it will send her to the line. Netherton will shoot a pair of free throws. Let's see who they charge this one to. They're going to charge it at number 15, Sarah Winfrey, her third foul on the game, as only 12 seconds are left to go here in the third quarter. Connects on the first attempt. Mills will check out as Parsley will check back into the game. And Netherton's second attempt does not fall through, 51-44. Clark passes outside now to Selby, driving to the inside, mid-range jumper, will fall through, 3 seconds left, clock still running, and they will let this one run out. Score after the third quarter, 51-46. A 5-point game here from Van Buren County High School as the Eaglettes still lead. Back and forth game. Both teams playing excellent basketball, whatever side of the floor they are on. If the Eaglettes, are looking to close out this game, they got to cut down on letting the Warriorettes grab the offensive rebounds. Creating those second chance opportunities was something they struggled with all night. Mills has gotten in there and grabbed quite a few to be in fact. Need to cut down on those. Be careful with passing the ball when you're looking at this Warriorettes' intense defense. We saw at the beginning of the third quarter, Warriorettes immediately brought out the intense defense, created a turnover. important to note, especially for this game, we've said it a few times this season, the Eaglettes have an undefeated record here at home this season. They are looking to finish the regular season, as this is the final game of the regular season. They're looking to close out with a perfect record from home. So far, they have the lead. They're looking to finish it off. 8 minutes left of the game, though. Anything could happen. Warriorettes are going to get things started here offensively. Clark grabs it. Catch and shoot. Does not connect. Rebounds pulled down by Roberts. Loose ball. Parsley jumps on top of it. Jump ball will be called. Result of the jump ball, Eaglettes are going to get possession of. They're going to inbound as we see Emma Gammon set to inbound. Grissom grabs the inbound pass back to Parsley. Wide open is Netherton. Inside to Roberts, driving toward the baseline. Needs to be careful. Back out to Parsley. Netherton catch and shoot, does not connect. Rebounds pulled down by number 11, Selby. Fires it up the court. Ball is loose. Grabbed by Gammon. Ball is loose again. Still is going to remain in the hands of the Eaglettes here. His ball was poked free by a Warriorette. Netherton grabs the inbound pass. Back out to Gammon now. Picks up her dribble. Needs to be careful here. Passes out to Parsley. Parsley needs to get up the floor. Can't pass back. Needs to be careful here. Timeout is taken by Sapp, and he was not pleased with what he saw. One thing you want to prevent the backcourt violation, especially when you have that, like I said, the intense defense, that pressure up the court. Want to be careful on that backcourt violation as Parsley got stuck close to the half-court line. Head coach Tyler Sapp took a timeout to prevent that. Speaking of head coach Tyler Sapp, yesterday night we celebrated as Coach Sapp recorded his 200th career win last night with a win over Clay County. A convincing one, nonetheless. He's looking tonight to make it 201 wins. Turnover there by the Eaglettes, excuse me. Selby's going to get her hands on it. Back out now to Clark. Pass is intercepted by Gammon. Netherton has the ball for the Eaglettes. Still no score here in the fourth quarter. They're going to charge Gammon with the travel. One too many steps, kind of lost her footing there down in the paint. Collided with a Warriorette, made her lose her balance. Grassi hands it off now. Warriorettes looking to make the first basket here in the fourth quarter. Still 51-46. Pass is deflected. It's going to be back in the hands of the Warriorettes. Clark, mid-range, looking back out. Selby driving toward the basket. Parsley will fly right by Parsley. Will fall in for number 11, Selby. Turnover once again on part of the Eagles. We're going to see substitution. Roberts will check out as Mills will check in. So that's going to put the pair, Parsley and Mills, in the game. Potentially kind of clog up that paint down there. Shot is up. Three-pointer does not land. Rebounds pulled down by Clark. Shot is up. Does not fall. Rebounded by Mills. Foul is going to be called. Will be charged to number 11, Selby. That is her second foul in the night. 3 points is the deficit between the two teams right now. Eaglettes still lead. High arching pass there. Mills is going to get her hands on it. Needs to find an open Eaglet. Does indeed find Netherton. Gets up the floor in time. Pass or ball is loose. Foul's going to be called. They're going to charge that foul once again to Selby. That's her third foul. Substitution for White County. Mills will take the inbound pass. Feeds inside to Parsley. Turns, fires, does not connect. Tough shot there down in the paint for Parsley. Clark, mid-range, does not connect. Rebound is going to be pulled down, deflected. It's going to remain in the possession. We're going to take a stop here for a play a second. Maybe some confusion. Correction on the floor. This time, ball is going to stay with White County. Selby fires inside in the paint. Selby connects. Miscommunication. Parsley will check out, and Emery will take her spot on the floor momentarily. The Warriorettes have an opportunity to recapture the lead here. Across the floor now. Warriorettes taking their time. Clark now with the ball. Fires at the inside. High pass there. Selby, intended for Selby. Over the head of her instead. This time, Eaglettes are finally going to get another chance here with an inbound pass as Gammon's looking to inbound. Needs to get it off. Does indeed to Mills. Mills toward the baseline. Netherton needs to get across the floor. Finds Mills. Back up the court now to Gammon. Loses control of it for a second. Back out to Gammon. Inside to Mills. Fires. Ball is still loose. It's going to be picked up by Clark. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Mid-range jumper, catch and shoot. Will fall in. Warriorettes recapture the lead, 52-51. Mills is going to grab the inbound pass again. You're still seeing the intense defense from the Warriorettes. It's worked in their favor so far this quarter. Hands it off now to Netherton. It's going to foul. It's going to be called. It's going to be charged to number 14, Lakeland Gratzy. That is her third foul on the night. Gammon inbounding now, finds Gammon. Needs to be careful, ball is still loose, picked up by Grissom. Emery with the ball now. Driving toward the inside, shot is up, no good. Mills grabs it, foul's called. That's gonna send Mills to the line. This time for the Eaglettes, it's their opportunity to recapture the lead as Mills will take a pair of free throws off the shooting foul. First one connects. Once again, tied ball game 52-52. 4 minutes and 2 seconds left to go here in the final quarter, the fourth quarter. And with that shot, that attempt, Eaglettes will recapture the lead, and a travel will be called. Had trouble there controlling her dribble. Number 14, Gratzy. In moments of high pressure like this, it's easy to make those mental mistakes. Mills. Inside feed to Emery. Shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Gammon. Shot is up. Foul will be called. That's going to send Gammon to the line once again. They're going to charge that. And this is important to note to number 11, Selby. That is her fourth foul on the night. There's still 3 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here in the game. Gammon's first attempt does not fall through. Selby has been a playmaker and a defensive threat for the Warriorettes so far throughout this game. Needs to be careful now as she has recorded her fourth foul. So now Gratzy has the ball. Inside Clark, tough shot there, no good. Offensive rebound, no good. Ball is still loose. Foul's gonna be called. Believe they're gonna call this an over-the-back foul as Mills was attempting to go for the rebound. Also, important to note, Mills is going to line, but like I mentioned, it's important to note, the Eaglettes are in the bonus. Now, any foul, either on the floor or shooting foul, will send the Eaglettes to the line. Her first attempt does fall through from this trip to the line. 3 points is now the deficit. Able to make it 4 if she connects on this opportunity. Will not off the front of the iron. Still a one-possession game, either to tie it up. Shot is no good. Rebound's pulled down by Netherton. Finds Emery off the rebound. Needs to get up the floor, and that they do. Be careful once again with this defense. Eaglettes have done a great job on recent possessions evading this defense. Still doing a good job. Netherton evading defenders. Passes outside now to Mills, driving toward the basket. Wide open lane, connects! Mills drives towards the paint. That's what she does best, ladies and gentlemen. 5 points is now the deficit, 57-52. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Selby has the ball. Foul will be called, I believe, on Emery. That it will. It's Addison Emery's first foul on the night. Timeout's going to be used by White County here. The Eagles are 2 minutes and 45 seconds away from closing out the regular season with a perfect record here at home. Granted, they only lead by 5 points, and 2 minutes and 45 seconds is enough time for anything to happen. Like I mentioned, you need to prevent, if you're the Eaglettes, you need to prevent these offensive rebounds. You need to evade this intense defense that the Warriorettes are showing. So far, they've done well this quarter. Just need to keep it up to prevent that deficit from shrinking. Turnover. Mills will grab it. Inside to Mills. Tough shot. No whistle. Still no whistle. Selby's going to grab it now, take it up the floor. Ball still loose. And a jump ball will be called. The jump ball is still is going to remain, at least for the moment, in the offensive possession of White County. Gratzi has the ball. Hands it off now to Winningham. Winningham hands it off. Back now to Gratzi. Inside pass, deflected, ball still loose. Off the hands, and it will result in the Eaglettes getting possession. Another forced turnover by the Eaglettes. Off the hands of Selby. Netherton feeds it back out to Gammon now. Still needing to get back up the court. Picks up her dribble, still needs to go. Finds Gammon again. Under 2 minutes left. And they're going to charge Mills with the travel. I believe on Mills with the travel, as she had a little bit of trouble, it looked like, gathering in that pass intended for her. She had a wide open lane to the basket. 57-52 still is your score here from Van Buren County High School as the Eaglettes take on the Warriorettes. Shot is up. No good. And a great save there by Selby, keeping things alive. A swat behind the back. Blocking foul is going to be charged as Clark try to get around Ellie Grissom. They're going to charge Ellie Grissom with that foul. It is her second on the night. 1 minute and 30 left to go. Selby grabs the inbound pass. Shot is up. They're going to charge the foul to, I believe, Kara Mills. Had both her hands up. There was contact, but had her hands up. They will. They're going to charge it to Mills, her second on the night. That's going to send Selby to the line. First shot is off the iron, off the back of the iron. Selby's second attempt does fall through. So now Selby is going to check out, and we are going to see number 15, Winfrey, check into the game. Possession still is going to remain with the Eaglettes. Ball poked free by number 12, Kyra Fox for the Warriorettes. Another opportunity here to inbound. Going to find Mills. Ball is still loose. Emery, still loose. Jump ball is going to be called. It's going to remain in the possession of the Eaglettes. Quick rest for Selby as now Selby checked back into the game. Now they're going to inbound on their side of the floor. Eaglettes feeds it inside. Ball still loose. Still remains with the Eaglettes. Deflected off the hands of number 13. Grace Clark. Now, once again, another possession. Swatted away by Selby. Minute and 16 still left to go. 4 points is the deficit. Grissom now inbounding. Gammon. Ball's loose, picked away, not what you wanted. Blocked, and a foul is called. Still, it's going to send Warrior to the line as Netherton met her at the rim. Will connect. Winningham, 57-54. Does have an opportunity to put this to a 2-point game. Will not fall. Offensive rebound by Selby. Back out to Selby now. And a jump ball is over. Instead, excuse me, they're going to charge a foul to number 34, Addison Emery. Fans here do not like the call. They were hoping for another jump ball. Emery we're looking like to make a play on the ball. So now they're going to shoot free throws. The Warriors are going to shoot free throws. It's going to send Selby to the line. Warriors are now in the bonus. Selby, in and out, does not connect. Now only has an opportunity. Timeout will be taken by Sapp here, Coach Sapp. It's looking like things are going to come down to the final seconds. 1 minute and 1 second left to go. 57-54 is your score here at Van Buren County High School. Your Eaglettes have had the lead for the majority of the second half. The lead has fluctuated, and now it is down to only 3. Like I mentioned earlier in our broadcast, the Eaglettes have an undefeated record here at home. No losses at home this season for this Eaglettes team. They're 1 minute and 1 second away with 3 points of lead here. Now we're going to come out of the timeout. Selby missed her first attempt. This is her second. She will connect 55-57. Substitution. Selby will check out. Number 12, Kyra Fox, is going to check back in. Now more than ever, the Eaglettes need to play careful here, need to maintain possession of the ball. No turnovers for them. Grissom has it. Back over now. Ball is still loose. Jump ball is going to be called. Fans. Van Buren County fans are not happy with that call, as earlier they thought Addison Emery had the jump ball call. It's going to give White County a possession again. Back out now to Clark. Back out now. Under 50 seconds left to go. Feed to the inside. Clark looking to drive to the inside. No shot. They're going to charge the foul to Addison Emery. Addison Emery, that's her third foul on the night. Clark's first attempt, is off the back of the iron. No opportunity to tie it, but opportunity to make it a one-point game, and that she does. Number 13, Gracie Clark connects. Substitution. Once again, double team needs to be. A foul, I believe, is going to be called. Now, the Eaglettes, and what it feels like an eternity, is going to go to their side of the floor. They are going to shoot free throws, as they are still in the bonus. Gaiman will check out. Or excuse me, Gaiman is just going to have a moment to talk things over with coach for the boys team, Coach Sullivan. Grissom's first attempt does fall through. We're going to see a substitution. Selby will check back in. Does not connect. Rebound will be pulled down by Clark. Clark now has the ball. Fires it over now to Selby. Selby with the ball once again. Fires it over to Clark. Double team on Clark. Now in the corner to Selby. All the way across the floor. Shot is up. Does not fall. Rebound. Eventually scramble for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball. This time possession will go to the Eaglettes. 17 seconds. One thing you need to avoid here, especially with 17 seconds, you're only down by 2. You need to avoid the turnover right here on the inbound line, preventing the Warriorettes from getting the easy lay-in to tie the game up. Mills is going to grab it. Need to get back across the floor. Turnover. And a travel is going to be called. Travel is called. They're going to charge DeGrazzi. It appeared her foot did. While she was driving to the basket, her foot appeared to drag on the floor, at least up here from my viewpoint. 10 seconds left. Turnover leads to a turnover by the Warriorettes. 10 seconds left. Head coach Tyler Sapp and his Eaglettes team are exactly 10.9 seconds away from knowing how their regular season will end here at home. Perfect record. No losses here at home for this Eaglettes team. They are up by 2 against White County. You see that the Warriorettes are already back on the floor. Head coach Tyler Sapp is taking his time talking over with his team. They are going to inbound. The crowd showing their support for their Eaglettes. If you're the Eaglettes and you can draw the foul here on this side of the floor, that would be excellent in their case, as they are in the bonus. Any foul on the floor. Mills will grab it. They are going to say that this is a jump ball. No foul, jump ball. This is going to give possession back to the Warriorettes. 8 seconds. Shot is good, does fall in. Mills grabbed the inbound pass, had 3 defenders all over her. Official called for the jump ball. That resulted in giving possession back to the Warriorettes. And then less than 10 seconds, they were able to score and tie the game up. Now, there are exactly 4 seconds left here in the game. The Eaglettes will get the final possession, or what seems to be. Plenty enough time for a shot here. Eaglettes are going to inbound on the opposite side of the floor. It's felt like they spent the majority of the time in this fourth quarter, or at least in the later half of it, on this inbound line on the opposite side of the floor. They have 4 seconds to put up a shot. Find Grissom. And no shot is going to be counted. Once again, similar to our boys game last night, and the first time here at home, I do believe, for the Eaglettes, we are going to overtime. 4 minutes are added to the clock in overtime, half than a traditional quarter in regular play. We're going to start things off with a tip-off. Kara Mills did win the tip-off earlier in the game when the game begun. We are tied at 58-58. It's been back and forth the entire game. The energy has not left this building once. Here we go. 4 minutes left in the game. Mills and Selby are going to meet. They will jump. Mills is going to win it. So now Netherton has the ball. High pass there, Gammon. You're still seeing the intense defense. Need to get up. That they do. Netherton is now back up the floor. Mills. Back out now to Netherton. Inside feed to Mills. Wide open look. Rolls in out for Mills. Rebound's going to be pulled down by Winningham. Grazzi hands it over now. Back in the corner now is Selby. Emery is going to be charged with the foul. That's going to send Selby to the line. That is going to make it 4 fouls on the night for Emery. Attempt rolls out. Selby's first attempt does. Substitution, Emery's going to check out. Roberts will check in. Second attempt rolls out. Offensive rebound once again for the Warriorettes. They're going to get another chance here offensively as Selby once again has the ball. Fox hands it over now. Back in the corner. All the way across the floor. 3 is up. Does fall in for number 12, Kyra Fox for the White County Warriorettes. They have the lead. Up now by 3. Inside feed to Mills, turns around, fires, connects, off the glass, does land in for Mills. 1 point game now. 61-60. Grazie has the ball once again for the Warriorettes. She calls over Winningham and she hands it off to her. Now in the corner, Grazie has the ball, feeds it to the inside. Back out. Now once again in the quarter now to Clark. Across the floor now. Fox hands it over. Grazie once again. Under 2 minutes left to go. White County Warriorettes are doing a great job of draining this clock. Selby once again with the ball. Back out. Winningham back out now. Grazie, mid-range, connects. Once again, 3 points is now the deficit. Netherton does not fall, will be rebounded by number 5, Winningham. Over now to Selby. Grazie has it. Approaching just a minute left. Hands it off. Winningham. Back now to Grazie. Clark. Clark evades the defenders. Now in the corner to Selby. Timeout will be called, will be used by White County. 43 seconds left to go. Warriorettes lead by 3 here on the road against Van Buren County. Back and forth we go. Now, in overtime, the White County Warriorettes recapture the lead. They lead by 3. The Eaglettes' perfect home record on the season in jeopardy. This Warriorettes team is one of the toughest opponents the Eaglettes face during the season. So here we go, coming out of timeout. The Warriorettes are still going to have possession of the ball. We will see Grazie is going to inbound. Clark. Finds on the inside. Shot is up. Foul is called. That will send number 5, Winningham, to the line. Will fall through on the first attempt from Winningham. 4 points now separates the 2 of these teams. Second one does fall. A timeout's going to be used by White County. 65-60. .5 seconds left to go in this game. In overtime, free basketball. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, we still have a full game after this one as the White County Warriors take on the Van Buren County Eagles. High school boys basketball action coming up soon after this game. So now we're going to see a different approach. The Warriorettes loosen up on the full court defense. They will pick them up at half court. Mills inside now to Gammon. Goes all the way, lays it in. 3 points. Timeout will be taken by head coach Tyler Sapp for the Eaglettes. 26 seconds. The Eaglettes need a stop. The Warriorettes are going to take the floor first. They will have possession off of the Emma Gammon layup. We're going to inbound the ball here on the opposite side of the floor. Shot is up, no good by Selby. Rebounds pulled down by Netherton. 20 seconds left. Gammon has the ball. Up the floor now, Netherton. Ball is picked off by Clark. That steal by Gracie Clark might have sealed this game. What looked promising at first turned disastrous as the Eaglettes turn over the ball here late in overtime. Clark's attempt will fall through, making it a 4-point game. Second attempt does fall through, 67-62. Grissom, 5 seconds left, is going to have to come up. Shots up, no good, rebounded by Selby. And that will end the game here at home. Not the result that the Eaglettes were looking for, as on the final game in the regular season, their undefeated home record comes to an end. Nonetheless, though, incredible basketball from both teams, either side of the floor. Final score in this game, 67-62. Stay with us as we will have live the White County Warriors take on the Van Buren County Eagles. Stay with us.
21, Ty Measles. Number 33, Jack Pocket. Number 34, Cody Baker. And number 12, Alan Sullivan.
Good afternoon and welcome back live from here at Buren County High School. Once again, I am Eli Brock. I will be commentating this basketball game tonight as the Van Buren County Eagles take on at home the White County Warriors. The Warriors will win the tip-off. They're going to get things started here offensively. Now hands it off to number 3, Tucker Pinion. Back out to 0-0, steal. Shot in the corner, three-pointer, does connect. Will connect from number 15, Cole Sims, to get things started here for the Warriors. Pocket hands it up now to Baker. Back out to Pocket. Sullivan hands all the way across the court now to Baker. Baker loses possession of the ball, and he will take it all the way. Connects off the steal is 0-0 Mason Steele. Baker's pass is deflected. It will be picked off and stolen. Shot is up, no good. Rebound by Callan Sullivan. Pop-up jumper mid-range does not connect from Sullivan. Rebounds pulled down by number 3, Tucker Pinion. Corner 3 is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Callan Sullivan. A foul is going to be called. I believe that one charted number 15. Cole Sims, his first on the night, first foul of the game. And Sullivan is going to take the inbound pass, hands it back over to Pocket. You're seeing this defense playing more up the court toward the half-court line. Double team back out to Measles now, in the corner to Howard, driving toward the baseline, back out. Pocket looks back out to Howard. Back out to Pocket, finds Baker. Sullivan now with the ball, driving toward the baseline, toward the basket, passing the inside, offline, but it will remain in the possession of the Eagles. Last touched by a Warrior. So now Callan Sullivan is going to inbound. Cody Baker finds a way beyond the arc. Hands off now to Sullivan, back out to Baker. Baker finds Howard. Bounce pass to the inside of Measles. Turns, loses possession of the ball. Possession will transfer over to the Warriors. Warriors playing tough defense, still holding the Eagles scoreless so far here in the first quarter. Driving toward the baseline, jump. Shot is off the mark, no good. Rebound's pulled down by Baker. You're seeing multiple defenders over him off the rebound, trying to pick off the rebound. Sullivan's got 2 defenders on him, hands it off now to Pocket. Baker beyond the arc, does not connect off the back of the iron. Rebound is still, and it will be pulled down eventually by number 1, Colt Norris for the Warriors. Wild pass, I believe, intended for number 3, Tucker Pinion. A little bit off the mark there. Turnover on the Warriors, so the Eagles will get possession here. We're seeing more of this lockdown defense trying to prevent inbound pass. You're going to see Pocket hand it off now to Sullivan, able to get out of the way of the intense Warrior defense. Inside of Measles, turns, fires, fouled. It will send Measles to the line. Foul will be charged to, and we're awaiting the call on the scoreboard, will be charged to number 1, Colt Norris for the Warriors. Measles' first attempt does connect, first points of the game for the Eagles. Measles' second attempt bounces in and out. 1 for 2 from that trip to the line. Hands it off now. Shot beyond the arc. Connects for number 3, Tucker Pinion. Baker crosses the half-court line for the Eagles. Needs to be careful where his foot lands. Able to get out of the way. Great job evading the tough defense there. Another foul is going to be called. I believe it will be charged again to number 1, Colt Norris. That it will. That's his second foul on the night so far. Only 4 minutes into the game. It's going to send Measles once again back to the line. Measles is off the mark, off the right side of the iron that time. Will connect for Measles, 1 for 2 once again from that trip to the line. The Warriors once again have offensive possession. Hands it off now to Pinion. Back outside beyond the arc. Now to doubles, 0, steal. Corner 3 attempted. Will land in for number 1, Colt Norris. Howard needs to be careful. He's going to get away with it as a blocking foul will be called. Substitution comes in for the Warriors. Going to see Norris check out as number 24, or excuse me, number 34, Lex Winfrey will check in for the first time in this game. Sullivan has the ball for the Eagles, hands it off now to Pocket. Eagles only have 2 points so far in the first quarter in this game. Sullivan does not connect off the front of the iron. Rebound pulled down by number 2, Lucas Smith. Passes it back out to the outside. Shot is up, does not land, and last touched by number 15, Cole Sims. It will transfer over, excuse me, 0-0, Mason Steele. Back up to Cody Baker now. Back inside to Measles. Loose ball is picked off by number 3, Pinion for the Warriors. Whistle's blown and a charge will be called. They're going to place it on number 34, Lex Winfrey. So now Measles back out to Sullivan. You're still seeing the intense defense here playing up the court, prevent the Eagles coming back down the floor. Sullivan for the inside in the paint. Foul is called. That's going to send Sullivan to the line. They're going to call that one once again on number 34, Lex Winfrey, his second on the night. Sullivan's first attempt does fall through. Substitution, Winfrey checks out. And number 4, Griffin Adams is going to check into the game his first time on the floor tonight. Sullivan's second attempt is no good, off the mark, 1 for 2 from that trip to the line. Smith hands it back over now to Steele. Back out now. Trouble with the pass, able to gather his control though. So now Sims, now back in the corner. Adams hands it off. Driving toward the basket, back out now, picks up his dribble. Back out in the corner. Corner 3, deep in the corner, does connect for number 15, Cole Sims for the Warriors. 14-3. Warriors shooting the lights out tonight. Head coach for the Eagles, Coach Sullivan, is going to take a timeout. Going to use his first one of the game. Score so far 14-3. the Eagles having a tough time creating any offensive momentum on their side of the floor. Having a little bit of trouble getting past the full court pressure coming in from the Warriors. And when they're able to get past them, just nothing is landing in their favor. So we're going to come out of the timeout now, score 14-3. Warriors up big time here early on the road against the Van Buren County Eagles. Sullivan's going to grab the inbound pass, finds Baker, back out to Pocket now. Sullivan all the way across the floor to Baker, back out to Pocket now. So now back down the floor, Howard loses control of the ball. It's going to fall out of bounds. It will remain in the possession of the Eagles. They're going to say last touched by a Warrior. Sullivan inbounds now to Measles, who's driving toward the basket, loses the ball. Possession will go over now to the Warriors. So now in the corner, back out now toward the top of the key is Steele. Back out, now back to Steele. Steele takes a three, does not connect, off the mark, rebounded, pulled down by the Warriors. Number 4, Adams brings it down. Shot missed, rebounds pulled down by Measles for the Eagles. Sullivan hands it off now to Puckin toward the top of the key, now back out to Sullivan. Trying to drive toward the basket is Sullivan, turns, fires, back over now to Howard this time. Baker driving. Inside now to Measles. Needs to be careful. His foot is going to be on the line. He's tiptoeing on it, and it will be called for. Out of bounds off the hands of Ty Measles. The Warriors are going to get possession again. Smith with the ball. Hands it off now. Catch and shoot three. Does not connect. Measles will grab the rebound. Hand it off now to Callan Sullivan. Howard guarded closely by number 3, Pinion. Hands it off now to Pocket. Turns, fires. Measles does not connect. Rebounded by the Warriors. .30 seconds left to go. Warriors are going to take their time. 14-3. They have no reason to go fast here, as they do have a sizable lead, holding the Eagles to only 3 points here in the first quarter. Adams now with the ball, hands it back over. Now back over to Sims. Sims picked up by Pocket, gets past Pocket. Tough shot there, does not connect, off the backboard, rebounded by Callan Sullivan. Sullivan puts up one off the front of the iron, nearly made that one off the last second heave, but he did not connect. So that's going to end things here in the first quarter, 14-3. Eagles having a tough time on the offensive side of the ball as the White County Warriors used the intense defense to stop them. 14-3 as we head into the second. Coming out of the break now, If you're just now tuning in with us, 14-3. The White County Warriors have a sizable lead going into the second quarter. If you missed our first game, the Van Buren County Eaglettes dropped their game in overtime to the White County Warriorettes. They finished with one loss here at home on the entire regular season. Continuing thing here with the Eagles, Sullivan has the ball. Hands it off now to Howard. Back into Sullivan, down toward in the paint. Sullivan, or Measles turns, fires, is off the mark, does not connect. Smith hands it over now, he's in the corner. Pass is intercepted by Howard. Foul's going to be called. I believe they're going to tag that one on to number 3, Tucker Pinion. That they will. Ball is off the hands of Baker. He's going to get the ball back. Poked ball, so no backcourt violation. Foul is going to be called. An offensive reset here as Howard is set to inbound. You will find Sullivan. Mid-range jumper does fall in for Sullivan. First points here in the second quarter. Hands it off now to Pinion, who hands it off to Smith. Corner 3, they've been hot there all night. That time will roll in. Number 4 for White County, Griffin Adams connects from the corner. Sullivan trapped, finds Pocket. Still double team, foul's gonna be called. We're gonna charge that foul to number 0, Mason Steele, his first on the night. It's gonna give the Eagles an offensive reset as they're going to inbound. He will hand it off now to Sullivan. Baker back out now to Pocket, who will take a corner or take a 3, does not connect. It is off the mark for Jack Pocket. Now in the corner, opposite corner this time, does not connect, does not get the lucky bounce. Whistle's blown, a push will be called, I believe on the Warriors, and it will. We're gonna charge that one to number 1, Colt Norris, his third on the night. Only 10 minutes into this game, already has 3 fouls. Colt Norris, he will check out. Sullivan now once again here with the ball for the Eagles, trying his hardest to get past the defense, and last it will be a turnover. Corner 3 does not connect, rebounded by Measles. Laying it over now to Sullivan. Needs to be careful on the baseline. Out of bounds. He's going to step out of bounds. As number 3, Tucker Pinion, was all over him as Sullivan was coming back down the floor. Baker checks out as Tough Crane will check in for the first time in this game. Now Steele hands it off to number 15, Cole Sims. White County now driving toward the baseline, back out now. Steele, top of the key with the ball, hands it off now. Ball loose, able to pick it back up. Shot is up, no good. Stop on defense there by the Eagles. Sullivan once again met by 2. Still has 2 on him. Finds Pocket. Howard driving toward the baseline. Out now to Measles. Wide open look, connects. Measles will lay it in for 2. 17-7 now. 10-point deficit. The Warriors have had a sizable and commanding lead all game. Behind the back. And blocked by Ty Measles. Smith is going to grab it though, and he will keep things alive for the Warriors on this possession. Smith now with the ball. Toward the half-court line, taking his time, using a slower tempo. Now finds in the corner. Shot is up, no good. Pulled down by Measles. Shot is up, floater is no good. Second chance opportunity by Ty Measles. Back out to Steele now. He will hand it off to Pinion. Smith for White County, once again, toward the half-court line, taking his time. Going to be getting a reset here on offense. He will find number 3, Pinion. Back out to the outside. Now, once again, back to Pinion. Three-pointer is up, no good. Rebound's pulled down by Pawkin. Pawkin's got 2 on him. You're still seeing the intense defense here. And eventually, the Eagles will get across the floor. Shot is up, no good by R.C. Howard. Under 3 minutes left to go here in the second half. Pass back up to the outside. Steele has the ball now. Sims. Back out to the outside now. Steele now with the ball, trying to get past Pocket now in the corner. Back out. Loses control, able to gain it back though. Adams hands it off. Now back once again. They're going to get another reset here offensively. Eagles played some lockdown defense there. So now Smith gets a reset. Timeout's going to be used. It's a huge chunk of the clock. Did get used there by the Warriors. No open looks for them. Score so far 17-9. The Warriors lead here on the road against the White County, excuse me. White County leads against the Eagles here on the road. The Eaglettes dropped one here at home in overtime. Eaglettes' first overtime game here at home this season. And here we go. Now coming out of timeout, once again, White County is still going to have the ball. Sims is going to command traffic here. You do see number 5, Davion Biard, check in for the first time in the game. Driving all the way, will fall in. Tough shot there as Measles was all over him. Shot is good by Mason Steele. Miscommunication on the pass there. It's going to fall out of bounds. Turnover on the Eagles once again. Still down by 10. Eagles have not broke the double-digit mark. Smith has the ball. Hands it over now to number 15, Sims. Yard hands it off. Smith. Back out now to Steele, who will take the three-pointer off the mark. Hands it off now to Ty Measles. Tough finish there by Ty Measles. Had to get past 2 defenders there and lay it in. 19-11. Under 30 seconds left to go here. Sims has the ball. He's guarded closely by Sullivan. Gets past him. Fires it out now to Steele. Back out. Once again to Smith toward the half-court line. So now, once again, now under 10 seconds left to go. He will be called for the travel. Got tripped up there going between 2 Eagles. The travel will be called on number 15, Cole Sims. That's going to give the Eagles what looks like to be the last possession here in the first half. 5 seconds left to go. Fires it over to Cody Baker. Does not connect on the last second shot. So the final score going into the second half at the end of the first half. 19-11. Only an 8-point deficit. And really a low-scoring game. Eagles picked it up offensively there, at least compared to the first quarter. So that's going to send us to halftime. Once again, the score so far, 19-11. White County Warriors lead here on the road. Stay tuned with us.
Last time I checked, it was raining.
Yeah. I'm putting like 1 or 2 more things today. Tomorrow, because Thursday's parent-teacher conference, I have to print out progress reports. So tomorrow I'm going to have to put everything up to this point. So it should be good.
Yeah, I believe I'm coming for a week. So glad this is after school hours. I realized I could have to take some on. We have a severe disadvantage. They're all tall. And also they have more shooting capability. do have to walk them, so that's gonna make me even hotter. Which makes me sweat faster.
Well, hey, it might be a little cool outside, so that might help a little bit.
Yeah, there's a tiny breeze felt me there. So you're basically doing all the commentary. That makes sense. Like, I would have at least like 2 people doing commentary down there.
They just got that new sports table in, and we were talking about sticking 2 people down there for commentary.
Yeah.
If they have enough room, they might have enough room.
They might. No, I'm so thankful Miss Caroline got me a water.
Oh, yeah. I need to keep a mini fridge or something like that
Up here.
up here, or even in my room, and just stock it and stuff like that. It would be
So
helpful.
you have multiple drinks.
It would be helpful.
Yeah. I should have got money. I would have grabbed me something to eat, got up here, started eating. Oh, yeah, I love to eat up here. Eating while filming the game. I do talk a lot though.
No, it's all good. Oh, man.
Do you think they can bring it back? 19.
It's not the worst. Last night they came back 15. I think they were down at one point. They came back and won in overtime. So,
Oh, we won last night?
yeah, the boys did last night. Yeah.
So that's 2 losses in a row for them.
So,
We lost last night.
for the boys here at home, the last game they played last night, they won in overtime. Then the one before that was South Pittsburgh, and they also came back and won in halftime. So that's 2 back-to-back wins in overtime.
So if they're like really, really stressed, they're just gonna try to lose. Yeah, I like the fact that I'm sticking with life listening. I would not be able to be in that room. Listening to everybody while trying to do stuff, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Maybe help with our heat issue.
Yeah, I don't think having 2 cameras up here helps. Or we would just,
That one doesn't get as hot. There's, if you see kind of where that cord's plugged into, if you look up to the right, there's literally vents coming out of it and it blows hot air out of it.
yeah, I felt. I was holding it over there. Move over here a little bit.
That one, that side's got everywhere, kind of blow out. This one not as bad.
1 and 2 seconds. 2 minutes and 2 seconds. I'm loving the fact that I signed up for this.
It's a fun little thing. It's fun.
If you ever need help setting up here before we head into 4th block, I could help. Or if we're in 4th block, I could help. I'm mostly done with all my work.
Sounds good. Yeah.
I've got 96 and a half,
There we go.
100 in your class, 100 in this grade 6 class, and an 86 in this thesis.
Okay.
It was a 90, but it went down to an 80. Oh no, it went down to an 84 because I forgot to turn in something. But like, that's something I did turn in and I got half credit for. So that was
Alright.
Good afternoon and welcome back. Live here from Buren County High School. The White County Warriors are on the road against Van Buren County Eagles. We're going to have a stoppage of play as an official is talking to our scorekeeping staff. We're resetting the foul count back to 0. Should be all good to go now. And here we go. Third quarter is now underway. White County is going to get things started here on offense. And a shot is up. Three-pointer does connect and land for number 1, Colt Norris. Back out down to Pocket on the outside. Now to Baker for the Eagles. He loses control of his dribble and is turned over once again by the Eagles. 22-11. Warriors still lead. Steele hands it off now. Sims back out now to number 2, Lucas Smith, excuse me. Steele at the top of the key, hands it off once again. Norris hands it back out. We've seen this in multiple possessions with White County. They do take their time going to the basket, not wasting their time taking up shots that they don't think look good. Trying to make those open connections there as that shot does not land and miscommunication. Measles went up for the rebound, not able to hold on to it. Howard goes for it, leaning out of bounds, giving it back to Measles as he steps out of bounds. Steele grabs the ball. Bounce pass to the inside. Shot's not good. Rebound. Pulled down by Measles. Substitution as number 1, Colton Norris took a hard fall there as he was kind of wrapped up arm in arm with Ty Measles on the rebound there. Took a nasty fall. He was going to take a second to get some rest on the bench. Make sure everything's good with him. Shot is up, no good from Jack Pocket. Rebound is swatted by number 2, Lucas Smith. Shot is up, no good from that three-pointer attempt. Steele will grab the rebound. Steele's at the top of the key. We'll hand it off to number 3, Tucker Pinion. Hands it back out now. Steele tore the basket, turns, spins, does not find an open look. Shot no good. It's still a loose ball. They are going to say Steele does save it. An impressive save there. I thought that was for sure out of bounds. But number 00, Mason Steele, keeps it alive for the Warriors. The Warriors, like I mentioned in their previous offensive possession, they do take their time. They do have more time of possession in this game, I guarantee it, than the Van Buren County Eagles. That shot is up, and it is good for number 15, Cole Sims. That's what makes this White County team dangerous. They take their time looking for the open shots, and when they do, they more than likely connect. Baker passes out Measles. Tough finish there. Measles lands it, connects, and a timeout will be used by head coach Sullivan for the Eagles. 25-13. The Warriors lead by 12. Here, nearly halfway through the third quarter. So the Warriors are going to inbound the ball off of the Ty Measles layup. The Warriors on the offensive side of the ball hands it down to number 15, Sims. Back out now to the corner, driving baseline, back out to Sims. Sims, shot fires, does not land. Rebound is pulled down by Measles, hands it off now to Howard. So now Sullivan for the Eagles, looking to drive toward the basket, and a tough fall, hoping everything is okay. Looks like we're good. Even from up here, you could hear the thud of three bodies hitting the floor. Nonetheless, tough finish by Callan Sullivan. Shot is good. That is going to send him to the line on the and one opportunity. Shot is good. So now Smith hands it off to number 3, Pinion. Back out now to Smith. Steele takes it, fires, does not connect. Rebounds pulled down by Breyer. Walling for the Eagles. Sullivan hands it out now to Measles. Turns, spins, fires, grabs his own rebound. Second chance opportunity, connects. Ty Measles. Three minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Smith hands it off to Pinion. Back now to Smith. Steele. Whistle is blown. Off the ball foul is going to be called. It's going to be called on a Warrior. So now Measles hands it to Sullivan. Sullivan wrapped up there. Measles able to grab it, lays it in. Only a 5-point game now. Steele has the ball at the top of the key for the Warriors. Hands it off now to Pinion. Driving toward the baseline now. Up top, fires, does not connect. Rebound is going to be pulled down by Mason Steele. Ball is loose, picked up by Howard. Sullivan taking it all the way. Layup is good, falls in. It is only a 3-point game now. Adams hands it off. Tough three and tough shot there is made by number 3, Tucker Pinion. Howard has possession of the ball for the Eagles. Picks up his dribble, turns, fires, able to get around, no good. Shot is going to be off the hands of the Warriors. It's going to remain in the possession of the Eagles. Substitution. Number 5, Davion Byard checks in. Pawkin in the corner, driving toward the basket. Bounce pass is not brought in by Sullivan. Not able to get his hands on that one. And here's number 2, Lucas Smith. He inbounds now to number 15, Cole Sims. Minute and 10 seconds left to go. 28-22, a 6-point game. Byard now with the ball. Hands it back out now to Steele at the top of the key. Back out now to Sims. 45 seconds left to go. We've seen this a lot this game. Whistle's blown. They're going to call that one on number 12, Callan Sullivan. That is his first foul of the night. 40 seconds left to go. Reset to things here on the offensive side of the ball for the Warriors. Steele has it. Hand it off now. Pinion guarded by Howard. Hands it off now to Sims. Sims driving left. Comes back out close to the half-court line, guarded by Sullivan, drives toward his right. Back toward the left now. 10 seconds left to go, potentially the final shot here in the third quarter. Byard, shot is up. Good for number 5, Davion Byard. That will end the third quarter as we approach the final 8 minutes left to go in this game. 31-22. The Warriors lead by a total of 9 points. Eagles for a moment had it close, only trailing by 3 points at one point in time. That lead is now expanded and grown for the Warriors. The score now is 31-22. Buzzer signals the start of the final 8 minutes left to go in the game. Sullivan for the Eagles will get things started as he has possession of the ball first. Measles sets the screen. Sullivan pull up, some contact maybe, but the shot was short. Smith now has the ball for the Warriors. Hands it now to Steele. Back outside. Driving to the inside is Pinion. Back out now is Bauer. Steele, top of the key, passes back out. Deep three there, does not connect. Rebounds pulled down by Ty Measles for the Eagles. Measles hands it out now to Cody Baker, who finds Sullivan. Across the floor now to Jack Pocket. Sullivan, tough finish there at the rim, is able to let it fly in and fall in. 7 points is now the deficit. Smith hands it off now to Byard. He's going to be called for the travel. One too many steps there. Try to make his way around the Eagle defender. This is number 15, Cole Sims, called with a travel. Howard takes a shot from three-point land, does not connect. He will grab his own rebound, though, and he is trampled over by number 00, Mason Steele. Steele try to save himself there. Now Sullivan wants to get the ball, trying to drive toward the basket. Once again, another tough finish by Sullivan, and an and one. Opportunity up and coming for Sullivan. (31-26), 5-point game, pending the result of this free throw attempt. Could be a 4-point game. And he does. Sullivan converts the 3-point play. Eagles once again making things close here. 4 points is how much White County leads at the moment. I think they're going to charge this foul to Cody Baker. They do. So Byard will check out, and number 1, Colt Norris, will check back into the game. In the corner now is Norris. Shot flies, connects for number 1, Colt Norris. Checking in and immediately making an impact on the game. Up the floor now to Measles. Hands it back now to Sullivan. Sullivan mid-range, defender all in front of him, does not connect. Rebound's going to be pulled down by number 15, Cole Sims. Stoppage of play, and I believe the official maybe gave a warning to Sullivan on the sideline. Nonetheless, play continues on. Kick ball violation. White County once again off the inbound. Norris hands it over now. Steele hands it off to number 2, Lucas Smith. Now in the corner, Steele fires, connects. 0-0, Mason Steele hits from the corner. Sullivan in the corner now, driving is Howard. Floater does not connect. Off the hands, they're going to say last touch by a White County Warrior. Howard inbounds to Measles. Back out to Howard now in the corner. Ball's poked free, ends up in the hands of Sullivan. Pauken lets it fly and connects. Jack Pauken with a supreme building supply. 3-pointer to 7 points is now the deficit. 4 minutes left to go here in the game. All the way, and it's blocked by Sullivan. No foul. We're going to take a stoppage play here. We're going to clean up a slick, wet spot on the floor. Quick stoppage of play. I believe we are all good to go. Excuse me, a foul will be called. That is going to send off the foul number 15, Cole Sims, to the line to shoot some free throws. First one connects. Second one does not, is off the back of the iron. 1 for 2 from that trip to the line is number 15, Cole Sims. Pocket picks up his dribble. Still need to get across half court here. Measles does not able to keep it alive. I think they're going to charge number 2, Lucas Smith, with a foul here, and that they do. Push foul. So now, coming off the foul, Sullivan's going to grab the inbound pass. And a reset here for things offensively. I believe they're going to charge Sullivan with a charge here. So he's driving toward the basket, and that they do. That is Sullivan's second foul on the night. Now White County has possession offensively. Out in the corner now. Steele thought about it. He's driving to the inside now. Tough shot there. Getting past the Eagles defense right there. Tough shot there by Mason Steele. Ball's loose. Whistle's blown. Foul's going to be called. Will be on 0-0 Mason Steele. Quick stoppage once again. Our officials are talking to the scorekeeper's table. Trying to figure out which side of the court maybe we're debating if we're in the bonus or not, but nonetheless, we're going to inbound here. Eagles will inbound. Pass is deflected, picked up by Pauken. Pauken looking, finds Sullivan. Howard now with the ball. 3 minutes left to go here in the game. Double teamed is Howard. Able to get will be called, held onto the ball for too long. Now another Eagle turnover will result in the White County Warriors once again offensive possession for them. Pass is out to number 1, Norris. Back out down to Steele, top of the key. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. Pena. Guarded closely by Howard. Pauken playing some tough defense. They're going to charge a foul onto number 33, Jack Pauken. Pass is somehow ends up the hands, and a timeout is taken by Coach Sullivan. A wise choice by Sullivan, as that pass by Baker went behind him backcourt. Could have been a potential backcourt violation. So wise move there by Sullivan, taking the timeout to secure possession of the ball. Still down by 10, the Eagles are at home. 2 minutes and 9 seconds left to go. Now, coming out of the timeout, remember the Eagles do have possession here as Baker got the steal. Sullivan grabs the inbound pass. Shot is up and one. Callan Sullivan, tough finish there. Foul committed by number 15, Cole Sims for the White County Warriors. That's going to send Sullivan to the line. Opportunity to convert that into a three-point shot. That was number 15, Cole Sims, with a foul, his second on the night. Sullivan converts the N1 opportunity, a three-point play for him. Now 2 minutes left to go. Whistle's blown. Foul's called. They are going to charge it to Callan Sullivan. That is his third on the night. So we have 2 minutes and 1 second left to go. Connects on the first one, Cole Sims. Substitution, Briar Walling checks in for Ty Measles. Second attempt is good for Sims. 2 for 2 from that trip to the line. Timeout is taken by White County. Score so far with 2 minutes and a second left to go, 42-33. Eagles are down by 9 here at home. Recap on tonight, Eaglets dropped their first home loss tonight in their final regular season game against the White County Warriorettes. Game went into overtime. Back and forth game it was. So now, out of the timeout, 2 minutes and a second left to go. 9 points is the difference between the two teams. The Warriors are up. Sullivan has the ball, hands it off now to Puckett. Back out to Sullivan. A little bit more lax defense by the Warriors here. Sullivan now has the ball. Top of the key, screen is set by Puckett. Pop up jumper. Does not fall in. Jump ball is going to be called. Substitution, Measles checks in for Briar Walling. Jump ball is going to be called, so Warriors are going to maintain possession. Launches it all the way down the courts. Tough shots. Number 3, Tucker Pinion, lays it in. Ball is coming out of the hands fast of Cody Baker. We're going to say last touch by a Warrior. So it's going to maintain possession here momentarily for the Eagles. Now under a minute 30 left to go. Ooh, high pass. Measles able to get it in. Baker connects. Hits from three-point land is Cody Baker. (44-36) now. 6 points. That's what's that, or excuse me, 8 points separates the two. We're going to come another timeout now. 1:22 left here in the fourth quarter. White County to inbound. Measles swats it. Possession still stays with the Warriors. He does. He finds Sims. Whistle's blown foul is going to be called. With that foul call, it is going to send number 15, Cole Sims, to the line. First attempt is no good. Briar Warling once again checks in for Ty Measles. Second attempt does connect for number 15, Cole Sims. 1 for 2 from that trip to the line. No good there by Sullivan, who's driving toward the basket, missed on the layup. Whistle's blown, another foul's going to be called. This time it will be charged to number 33, Jack Pauken. 1:06 left to go. Cole Sims once again back at the line. He will connect on his first attempt. And he will connect on his second one, 2 for 2 from that trip to the line, 47-36. Does not connect off the mark there. Rebounded by Briar Walling. Back outside to Sullivan. He will be fouled on that three-point attempt. So instead of 2 free throw attempts, he's going to get 3 as he was fouled beyond the three-point line. Does not connect on his first attempt. Second attempt does connect. 47-37 now. 10 points separates the two teams. Sullivan's third attempt will connect. 2 for 3 from that trip to the line. Substitution. Sullivan checks out as Tough Crane re-enters the game. Another foul is called. It will be charged to number 21, Ty Measles. This time, first attempt does connect. Colt Norris connects on his first attempt. We're going to see some more substitutions. Briar Walling checks in for Tough Crane, and Ty Measles checks out as Callan Sullivan will check into the game as well. Norris connects on his second attempt, 2 for 2 for that trip to the line. with that foul. It's going to send Callan Sullivan to the line. Connects on his first attempt. Substitution once again. Measles checks back in. Briar Walling checks out. Another one. Connects. (49-40). Goes all the way, lays it in. Howard nearly stole that one, just a lost possession there. Connects. Is Jack pocketed from three-point land. Foul called on the Warriors. They're going to charge that one to Colt Norris. He does foul out of the game with 5 fouls. That is going to send number 4, Griffin Adams, back into the game. Sullivan gets around him, fires, connects. 2 back-to-back three-pointers the Eagles connect on, making things a little bit more interesting here. As for now, 21 seconds left to go. 51-46, 5-point game. Two back-to-back three-pointers. Put this game to only a 2-possession game, only down by 5, 51-46. So here we go. We're going to see White County inbound the ball. They can use the baseline, though. They can use it. Foul's called. Howard will be charged with a foul. First attempt does connect. Pinion connects, substitutions. Sullivan and Briar Walling check back in. Second attempt does fall through. 2 for 2 from that trip to the line is Pinion. Under 20 seconds left. Sullivan, pull up, jumper. Does not connect off the back of the iron. Rebounds pulled down by Pinion. And we are going to see Pinion just dribble out the ball. We'll end things here at home at Buren County High School. The White County Warriors will take one on the road. Final score, 53-46. Warriors pick one up on the road against the Eagles. As that will cap off the Eagles and Eaglettes regular season. We would like to thank you all at home, whether you're tuning in on YouTube, Facebook, or Ben Lomond Channel 6. I'd like to thank you for tuning in and watching with us throughout this season. And we hope to see you all soon. Thank you, and good night.